Hey everyone, it's Steve from the garden. In today's video, I'm going to be potting up my tomatoes, and I have some peas to get started indoors. Tomatoes, you can see that they're now starting to get pretty good size on them, and they're ready to be put in some pots. To get started, I just need to fish each one of these out. So we'll just start with one of these big ones here. Pull it out. Got a nice little, we have a nice little root system there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that into a pot. This one happens to be a summer pick. Now I am putting these down a little bit deeper because the tomatoes will form roots along the stem where you bury them. Here's another one. This is Amish paste. Now I'm not cutting off those cotyledon leaves, or the little leaves that form first form when the seedling emerges. If I knock one off like I just did, that's fine, but I don't necessarily need to trim them off. If you can see those little hairs that are on the stem, each one of those will form roots when you bury them. So that's why we bury them deep. I'm also going to be starting some peas indoors, and I have two varieties of peas I'm going to get started. But before I do that, I have 3 more broccoli plants to get potted up for the next succession. So this is the next succession I'm doing here. So these are 3 weeks old, 2 weeks old, and then 1 week old. So just like I showed in the last video, I'm just going to pop these ones out, make a hole, and fill that in. I decided I had 2 varieties of peas to start. It turns out I actually have 3. The first one is Oregon Giant. I got Oregon Sugar Pod, and I got some Sugar Daddy. I'm going to start all 3 of these the same. And so I have a 72 cell tray. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take these, put 1 pea on top of each cell. And since I have 12 rows on this tray, I'm going to do 4 rows of each variety. As I finish each variety, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of push these down about a 1/2 inch. Now I will be direct sowing these outside also. So if I don't get some germination on some cells, that's fine. I'll be able to just make it up when I plant them outside. So next up is the Oregon Sugar Pod. It'll be the same process. Now these peas are physically a little bit larger than those other ones I just had. So we'll see how they compare when I do my harvest. Same process, just kind of push them down about a 1/2 inch below the soil. Last up is the Oregon Giant. These seeds are roughly the same size as Oregon Sugar Pods. Same process with these. I'm just going to put them down about 1/2 inch. With all the seeds in place, I'm just going to put some more of my potting mix on the top. Spread it out so that all the pea seeds I planted are covered. Get rid of the rock. With those covered, I'm just going to water these in real quick. I'll seal the potting soil around those seeds. And then I can use bottom watering to kind of fill in the rest of the tray. With the peas done, I'm going to just go ahead and put these upstairs on my germination station. And the seeds should emerge in, 4 or 5 days. And then I only need to grow them out maybe like 2 or 3 inches, and then I can transplant them outside. Also, by that time, the weather should be turning warm enough where I shouldn't have to worry about frost too much. I'm definitely before my last frost date, and it's fine. The peas can handle some cold as long as they don't have any flowers or pods on them. And when I do transplant these out into the garden, that's also when I will direct seed the next round. Well, thanks for coming along today. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something out of it. And we'll see you on the next one.